Hey guys, what is up? This is SuperGirlKels, so welcome back to another Monday video every week at 5 p.m. Eastern time zone. Last time we got together and did quite a long video. I'm sorry for that, but I also want to thank you guys for sticking through the entire 52 minutes of my Sonic matchup chart. I've been wanting to do one for years, but I just felt like I didn't have enough experience. I wasn't ready for it. And now with Ultimate, so many changes, so many opportunities, so many characters, and after playing so much of it, I felt more comfortable. And Kirby is the character we're going to be doing a matchup list for. Last week was Sonic, and if you missed it, you could click the video at the end of this video so you could be brought to the Sonic matchup chart that I did. So if you did miss that, this is going to be the Kirby matchup chart. Just want to say this is going to be based on my tournament results, my experiences, my streams, and my opinions. So those four points there that I want to bring up before everyone starts going crazy inside of the comment section like Kirby is the worst character, he doesn't beat anybody in the game, because I know those comments are gonna happen. Yes, Kirby is a low tier by most people, except for those who have actually fought Kirby, or a good Kirby. They don't think he's that bottom 5 character, and every time I play a pro, I tend to change their mind, and that's what I'm gonna hopefully do for you guys today. If not, that's okay. So we're gonna talk about his matchups. Kirby, a character with so many buffs in Smash Ultimate. His ranges from all of his aerials, his tilts, a little bit of a speed buff. We got ourselves more combos. We got more tricks, especially with tilt stick. That helps a lot. Of course, though, there are the nerfs as well, like us losing the up throw kill at an earlier percent. We have more lag on up tilt. We have more lag on down air, like those main tools that we use to really combo. So that is unfortunate, but in general, that dash attack, man, is a godsend for getting in, let me tell you. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into this again. So let's get started. First, we're going to go in order. I'm using the tier list from SSB World tier list maker for Ultimate. So just thought I'd let you know and give them a shout out. And let's go ahead and begin. Bayonetta. Bayonetta is a character I play with my brother a lot. We've grinded out this matchup a lot, and I think it's even. So in Smash 4, you just die. You don't come back. You die at 0. You go off stage, you're dying. But luckily, because of the lag that Bayonetta has when she lands, her lack of landing options, her inability to really kill you at 0 now, it really takes a lot. Her only good, I guess, liability when it comes to playing against Kirby is off stage. Kirby's slow off stage, doesn't really have that airspeed, so she could kind of keep him off stage for a really long time. But on stage, Kirby is so good at playing that defensive game and really baiting Bayonetta to really get in either aggressively or just to commit first, and Kirby just gets a lot off of it. Kirby's down there now clanks with the side special or even recovery from Bayonetta, so it's easy to get her off stage and to actually gimp her. So I think it's an even matchup. I've played this with Tamim too a lot of times, and he even says, like, what is this character? So that is that. Let's talk about Bowser. I think Kirby loses against Bowser. Big character, yes, we can combo him to like 100%, and we can gimp him off stage, but when it comes to actually getting in, Bowser just has such quick range to really keep Kirby out. We die so early. I feel like it could be even with more meta as it develops, but I feel like Bowser's just the overall better character when it comes to defensive play, so I think he outplays Kirby. I think it's also the same thing when it comes to Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr., in fact, has more range than Bowser. He's got his projectile game. He's got his wrecking ball that he's constantly pushing you. The cart allows him to really hit and run against Kirby. Kirby hates that. He doesn't want to be camped, man. Like, that's not how we want to play. So I personally hate this matchup. I know a lot of Kirbys do, so I thought that would be the case there. So Olimar is a very tricky matchup. Olimar is a character that really strives on stage, but off stage he is just in trouble, and Kirby completely demolishes when it comes to off stage gameplay. But on stage, Olimar's range, Olimar's attacks, Olimar's combo game just overwhelms Kirby. It makes it so hard for him to get in. The only chance Kirby has is when he actually has Pikmin. He can use it to cancel and even speed up his momentum. But it won't help him if he can't get in. So this is also a losing matchup. Olimar being one of the best characters, I don't think that's a surprise. So in the history of Super Smash Bros., Captain Falcon has been Easy targets for all Kirby. Like, you fight a Falcon, like, free. We're winning that. Even Fatality has said it. Many people, like, they hated fighting Kirby. This is all the way up until now. Captain Falcon has been arranged in a way where he's just so different and a lot quicker aerials and escape options, and because of that, it makes it a little hard for Kirby to get in. I don't think Kirby loses. I don't think Kirby no longer wins. I think now it is an even matchup. Especially on the tournament experiences that I have. Off stage, we still destroy Falcon. It's so hard for him to get back. But on stage, we can't juggle him to like 80 anymore because of the up tilt nerf. And then getting in on him is a little bit harder too. So I'm gonna have to put that as an even. Cloud, a character in Smash 4, a lot of Kirby said that they actually liked. And even though Kirby lost against Cloud, Cloud was amazing in Smash 4 and still is a great character. But in this game, because of his lack of range that has been nerfed off of him, the frame data that's been removed, well, that's been added technically to Cloud to make him more slower, and just the ability for Kirby to really edge guard Cloud. I personally use Kirby for Cloud. I don't even use Sonic for that matchup anymore. I don't use any of my characters for that matchup. I've been using Kirby, and I have not lost yet against the Cloud with Kirby, so knock on wood. But I think it's even. I think Kirby has the ability to get in on him. It's hard to space him out. If Kirby's defensive, Cloud can grab it, that's it. And then off stage, Kirby just does so well. So I think this is an even matchup. Let's talk about Corrin. Loses. I think the range from Corrin, the spacing out from back airs, the pins, it makes it really hard for Kirby to get in. Any character that can really zone Kirby out just makes it so hard for him already from the get-go. So that would be that. Diddy Kong. I think Diddy and Kirby is an even matchup. So I did a lot of money matches at CEO 2019 because I lost the player 1 with Sonic. And I was just curious to kind of just get experience about Diddy Kong. And I was using Kirby, and he was actually a lot easier than Sonic for some reason. It could be inexperience with all the Diddy Kongs and such, but Diddy Kong is a character that either has to side B or has to approach with either fair, bear, that kind of thing, and use the banana, of course. And Kirby does a really good job at being defensive, baiting, punishing. And when you bait that side B, and in general, Kirby just does a good job at getting you. Off stage as well, Kirby does a great job at gimping Diddy Kong. After all the money matches I did from Kirby, it went really well. And I can't say that we lose. Like, it doesn't feel bad. So I think it could be very stage dependent as well. But I like this matchup. I think it's even. Donkey Kong, we lose. That back air, that dash attack, just, ugh, it's hard, man. Like, yeah, we could kill him off stage. That's any character we could do with Kirby. Like, it's just hard. I don't like the Donkey Kong and Kirby matchup. I don't even need to explain that. Dr. Mario, even matchup. So, yes, they're, like, everyone talks about Mario with Kirby being horrible for Kirby, but Dr. Mario, because he's slower, of course he kills earlier. We die, like, at 50 to this guy. But he does not have a recovery. It's so easy to gimp him out. We can catch the 2-frame 2 from just the downer off stage. So that is that. And then just like in neutral, it's hard for him to catch us. We're a lot faster than him. So using the fair, the down tilts, that really spaces out Dr. Mario. It forced him to go into a back air, like, kind of repeated situation, and then we just kind of do really, really well. So that's what I think about Dr. Mario. Duck Hunt, I also, I think that we lose. Of course, all those projectiles makes it so hard for Kirby to get in. Once we're in, we're in. We make a lot of damages. We make a lot of stuff, but I don't think we win just because, and especially edge guarding him is so easy, but like, getting in is the problem. I feel like stage dependent, like if we're on Smashville, this could maybe be even, but in general, if we just calculate all of his projectile game and just the way he spaces us out, and now like the fact that all of his aerials are like a lot quicker than Smash 4, it's hard, man. It's hard. Falco is a character I think Kirby wins. Kirby loves to go ahead and just juggle fast fallers. That's always been Kirby. He's just like, I'm gonna make so much damage on you. Add that to Falco, you rack up a good 60% on him. If you're just defensive on his play, you bait it out options, you punish, etc. Get that damage, you get him off stage, he's probably not coming back. His recovery is especially not as good as Fox's, so it's really good. I think if we're on a stage like Battlefield, you know, he could camp us out, he could kind of get away. and all that, it makes it a lot easier. Fox. Fox is a character I really strongly believe, here comes the hates in the comments, I think Kirby wins. I think after all the Foxes I've played with Kirby just in the past Ultimate season, this could change, of course, with more experience from Fox's side, but not only do we juggle, I think the biggest buff Kirby got for this specific matchup is his tilts and his aerial game. His aerial is so much faster, so much more range. It really boxes out. Fox corners him, and he doesn't like to be cornered. He likes to corner you. So it makes it a lot easier for us. And then getting him off stage, gimping him, two-framing him with the side special, hitting him with the rock, whatever it is. I like this matchup a lot, especially that Kirby has to be so defensive. You shield, right? You get grabbed, and then you get up throwed. But Fox can't really connect you with the up air that much. If Kirby just flies away and goes to the edge, he literally can't catch you. Like, I've done this so many times. He just like Fox doesn't have the momentum and the, you know, the reach to get Kirby up on there, no matter how slow Kirby is in the air. So that's what I think. Ganondorf and Kirby. I think this is a very even matchup. Kirby dies like at 30, but we juggle him till 80 and then getting him off stage as well, gimping him. It really comes down to who's going to play that defensive game better and who's going to explode in terms of combo game and pressure game better. That's what I've always felt again, and I feel like it's been like that since Millie. So even with Kirby being the worst character in that game. So that's what I feel. Greninja. Greninja is a character I'm still experiencing with. I feel like I want to put it in the even side, but I feel like it could be really bad just in terms of approaching if Greninja plays very defensively. The experiences I've had is even. Like, I really think Kirby does a really good job at maintaining center stage, waiting for an option from Greninja, you know, dash attack, fair, whatever it is, and then Kirby just going ahead and punish it. Because he's a fast follower, he's going to take a lot of damage really, really quick, and then edge guarding, again, really, really good to do. Hero, another character I think is even. Yeah, we blow up early, okay? We're even. Like, we're light, we're a bubble, we blow up. Yes, I get it. But what happens when we get the hero hat? Yeah, guys, that forward throw into the neutral B from hero is really, really strong. I've done it in doubles. I've done it in singles against heroes I've been playing with nonstop. I don't think this is a bad matchup. He's slow. He has slow frame data, which means Kirby can get in. It's not easy for a hero to actually space out Kirby like most characters with the sword. So I can get in, I could do my damage, I could get him off stage, and gimping this character is probably one of the easiest things to do. I like this matchup. So even. I'm putting it even for now, because it's only, you know, month 1 with Hero. But I feel like in the future, Kirby could potentially win that matchup. I really think that's a possibility. I think it just needs more time, though. So I'm going to keep updating this matchup chart as, you know, as we go on every season, as I get more experience and such like that, you know? Ice Climbers and Kirby also even. Kirby has the ability to desync these guys very easily with fair. Down tilt, you trip one. Like, you have, like, there is 50% chance Kirby's gonna get a trip through down tilt. That increases because there's 2 characters. So if you get 1 trip, you just go ahead, forward smash. It's so easy to gimp Nana. Then you just got Popo left, an even match, just right on, you know, be defensive in terms of waiting for the side special and then just countering him. So, especially when he is recovering, you can actually hit one of them and then the other one just won't recover back. So I think that's an even matchup. Ike, we lose. That's hard. That's really hard to get in. He just has to spam Nair and fair and we just can't do anything. I don't even need to explain that matchup. It's hard. It is very hard. Incineroar and Kirby. I think this is even. Kirby has the ability to really get in on Incineroar just because of how slow he is. Of course, the quick frame data from Incineroar in terms of back air, grabbing. Kirby has to bait out that side special, so he runs up, shields, but kind of out of the zone. But once he does that, he can go ahead, get so much damage out, especially when it comes to gimping him. So good, so good. Inkling. Inkling is a character I think is even with Kirby. I'm not gonna lie, like, I prefer this over the Sonic and Inkling matchup. I think Kirby does a really good job at not only making damage, but staying in on Inkling. Inkling doesn't have the easiest time of actually camping out Kirby. I can actually duck under the back air and even just shield the fair, and then I can go ahead and just punish it. So it makes it really, really easy. And if I'm at a right zone, I just gotta bait that roller at that high percent, and flying over him, baiting the up airs, and getting him off stage is not that bad. Of course, we do struggle when it comes to dealing with the pressure from the backers, or getting the damage, or being in the disadvantaged state and trying to get back to the center, because Inkling does control that center so good. So I think that's what makes this matchup even. Isabelle is a character I also think is even. This is also the same for Villager. Where is Villager? There he is. I think they're both even. I think both of them are slow, which means it's easy for Kirby to get in. We got to play a very defensive game, of course. You know, baiting grabs, baiting, all that kind of stuff, but that's what Kirby just does, man. He baits, he punishes, he gets that damage. Kirby is so good at keeping you on edge, at frame trapping you, keeping you in the corner, and I think that's where Villager does better in this matchup, because he actually has a game on edge, where Isabelle, you know, she kind of has to get back on stage. So off stage, it's a little bit harder, but popping those balloons is so easy for Kirby. Jigglypuff, I think, is a matchup we win. I think that, like, after playing, of course, she has the airspeed to really contest with Kirby off stage and even in the air. But when it comes to on stage, you just bait Jigglypuff. Her frame data is a lot slower than Kirby's. Kirby kills her so early with any smash, and getting trips on her as well is like so easy for some reason. I don't know if it's like a random thing, but I just get more trips on Jigglypuff. Your back air and fair do clash with her fair and nairs, so it's really, really good to do. And of course, if she sings, you're just gonna go ahead and down air her and get yourself what you need to do. Joker and Kirby, I think, is even. So here comes the hate. Here it comes. Oh boy. Anyway, I've been doing this matchup now for the past month, and Joker has a really hard time at chasing his opponents, and Kirby has a great time at keeping that lead. When he gets that damage, when he gets that combo, he forces his opponents to come to him, and he loves that, right? So that's what Joker has to do, is get to him, but in a very safe manner. And because of Joker's very quick aerials, Kirby also has such quick aerials. So when they kind of contest each other, Kirby actually has a little bit more range for that fair, the down tilt and such, and it makes it a little hard for Joker to get in. In terms of dealing with Arsene, that would probably be our biggest problem, recovering back to stage. That's where we really, really struggle, and that's what maybe in the future we'd be losing, but I feel like that this is okay. Off stage, we do really gimp Arsene very well, especially even when he doesn't have Arsene. We just know where it's going to go to frame it, no problem. But Arsene's hard to deal with. Yeah, definitely. But what is good about Arsene is that he kind of goes into this aggressive mode. So Kirby loves it when you're being aggressive. You shield, you get what you need to do, and then you go ahead and punish. So that's why I think this isn't that bad. This is horrible, though. DDD and Kirby. My God. Wait, where did I put it? There it is. My God, is this bad. Jesus. Range. Speed added to DDD. We have the Gordos to deal with that we can't hit back unless it's with back air or nair, and even then it's not consistent. It's so hard. We die so early. Gimping him is not easy as well. It looks like it is, but it's not. It's hard. I'm not even... No. K-Roll DDD. K-Roll and Kirby, I think, is the same thing. Adding a projectile on top of the fact that you're heavy, have super armor. We can't gimp him because of the, the propeller, so you kind of have to be very strategic about how you're going to actually edge guard K-Roll. Yeah, you can make 100% on him in about 5 minutes, but approaching him is a lot harder, and he has more range than us. I think Kirby, in this game, struggles a lot against the heavy big boys. I honestly do. All right, let's talk about Link. I think Kirby does well against Link. I don't think we win, but I think we do well. I think Kirby has a good job, good chance of getting in on Link. Link always tries to wall you out depending on the stage and such, but Kirby does great based on cornering you, and Link puts himself in the corner already, so that helps Kirby. And then getting him off stage as well is easy. If we get the Link hat, the arrow actually does help us in terms of just trying to, get him to come to us a little bit. Let's throw some things against you, you know what I'm saying? And if he ends up throwing his bomb against us, we can use the arrow to set up some cool stuff. So that's that. And dealing with him up close and personal, Kirby has way faster aerials than Link, so when you're in that zone, I feel like Kirby does amazingly well. Little Mac is a character I think we win. So here it comes. Here comes the hate. I really think Kirby does well, not only in terms of edge guarding him, but in terms of comboing him, getting him where we want him to be. You know, he can't really camp us because he can't jump. So that's what helps us. And then if we just inhale him and go off stage, he's not coming back. Like, he's not. It's pretty sad. Like, I feel so bad for that character sometimes. But I think we win. Of course, we blow up at 20, but we're Kirby, man. It's the life of Kirby. Lucario. Lucario is a character I think is even. A lot slower frame data from Lucario compared to Kirby's in this game. We die early, of course, and we do have the struggle of getting in, especially when he has aura. When he has aura, that if it's a last stock situation, that would be on the losing side. Like this would be here. But I think he has such a hard time getting in when, like, if Lucario's just kind of spamming out his aura and it's like massively across the stage, we just can't get to him. But in terms of like catching Lucario's recoveries, the up tilt is so good at catching the big blue ball that's coming in, and when he's B reversing, Kirby's up tilt contests with that. It's really, really great. Lucas, I think we lose. Lucas is a character that has amazing range with his PK, whatever the heck it is. I think his Z-grab as well is so good at just pushing Kirby away. I think that his aerial game is a lot quicker than us as well, so I don't think this is good, especially when it comes to edge guarding. He has such a good recovery for some reason, so it's just not happening. Luigi is another character I think we lose against. Quick aerials, we can't combo him because he just nares out of everything. Easy to combo us off stage. Yeah, we do well, but it's not as easy as it looks. Especially a good Luigi will really know when to go ahead and Cyclone and to plan all that. So I don't think this is a good matchup. And it's the same thing with Mario. I feel like it's better. It's better than what it was in Smash 4. Smash 4 was actually horrible. Like, almost unwinnable. A lot of Kirby's hated this matchup. In this game, it's better because of that dash attack, the fair, the back air range, the down tilts that we have. But if he's just being defensive and he's just kind of staying out of our zone and being patient about it, he does so well. His back air just completely acknowledges us, annihilates us. And then if we, like, I don't know, like, if we get grabs and such, he just nares out our uppies. It's so annoying. You'd have to really bait and punish. This is also the same thing for Marth and Lucina. I don't think we do well in that matchup, just because it's really hard to actually punish these characters off stage. They're really, really quick when it comes to recovering. They have the hitbox when they're rising. They're fair, they're down tilts, all that stuff is so quick, and it outranges Kirby by a lot. I think this is bad. They're a lot faster when it comes to air mobility and ground mobility as well. So I think that makes it very, very hard. Megaman. Megaman is a character I think we're very even with. I have to do more experiment with this matchup. I've been using it because Sonic and Megaman are not friends in this timeline, let me tell you. But I've been using Kirby and Megaman, and I don't find it too bad. Like, Kirby can duck under pellets. Kirby can grab the gear. If we get the hat, we get our own setups. Yeah, we die pretty early, but we're really good at edge guarding him. We can catch all of his recovery options very, very well. Our fair actually contests with his approach options as well. Only thing that really, really sucks against Kirby, well, that's really good against Kirby for Mega Man, is the fair, the back air, being able to kind of be in the corner but yet be comfortable about that, and of course platforms. His ability to camp and especially jumping around using his up special is really, really good. So that's where we struggle, and that's why I feel like in the future this will end up here as the meta keeps evolving for Mega Man, but I feel like that's where that is. Let's talk about Meta Knight. Meta Knight is a character I think we're very even with. I play this with my brother a lot. I've played this a lot in general. Whenever I feel like the Meta Knight is really, really comfortable with Sonic, I tend to go Kirby. And yeah, we die really early. We die like at 40 with up air strings. Like, I think it's actually happened to me at Icarus, so I'll play probably that here right now. But once we get momentum, once we start getting those fairs, those down tilts, we actually beat out Meta Knight's frame data by a lot in terms of his aerials, in terms of his tilts, all of that jazz. And we're defensive, right? So we force Meta Knight to get grabs, and Meta Knight's grabs are not that good. Off stage, he destroys us. He comes up on stage, he's gonna go ahead tornado, he's gonna get that, use his air mobility to kind of contest with ours. But in general, Kirby on stage really, really good. If we just avoid getting dash attacked or any of those setups to land those up airs, you just got to keep that in mind. It's actually really even, I think. Mewtwo, I think we lose. Mewtwo's range, especially after the buffs, his aerials, the tail no longer a hitbox doesn't help. We got ourselves the speed from Mewtwo that has been added on his frame data, so the range is just so hard. He boxes us so well, especially with the fairs. The fairs are so fast, so good against using Kirby. You can do that and just retreat, and keep doing that over and over. I'm not gonna put the Miis once again like I did for the Sonic matchup chart. I don't have enough experience with any of these Miis. I don't even think I fought a Mii yet as Kirby, so I'm not even gonna put that in. Game Watch, I think we lose horribly. I think it's actually one of our hardest matchups. I think that his out of shield option with up B makes it so hard to catch him. If we want to catch his landing options, he's got back air, he's got key. His smashes are so good and kind of spammable in a way, and it makes it so hard for Kirby to even get in. I wouldn't even dream of using Kirby in Game Watch. It's so hard, and like camping us must be so fun for him. Ness as well, just like the exact same reasons as Lucas. I think that, you know, like, I want to do more experiment with this because I recently fought a Ness with Kirby and I actually ended up winning, and it was a lot easier than Sonic, but I think we lose it. The range, he could have just been inexperienced. The down special, the landing, keeping us out. It makes it so hard. Of course, off stage, we do really, really well against him, but that's just, in general, Kirby does so well against all those characters. Off stage. So that's what I think. Pac-Man, I think, is even, especially if we get ourselves the hats, we get our own fruit, we get our own setup. I think Kirby has an easy time getting in, hitting the hydrant, getting where he needs to. I think Pac-Man actually does have a little bit of a hard time camping out Kirby. Of course, he's got the frame data in terms of up special to just get out of whatever Kirby's doing to him. And that hydrant makes that wall for Kirby to really do anything. But really, one-on-one, Kirby does really, really well. Really forces Pac-Man to be in the air a lot, and then just catching that air landing. That landing option is really good, and getting rid of the hydrant is also pretty good. Palutena, we lose. I still have a character to fight this fucking character. Yeah, we lose. Like, I've been using this character, like Kirby, for this matchup, but it's hard. You gotta play perfectly, man. I mean, like, the dash attack, the grabs, just beats all of Kirby's approaches in terms of fair, down tilt, back airs. And then off stage, my god, off stage, it's so hard. She just got in there and we lose. Like, I'm gonna have another mental breakdown. We lose. Don't do this matchup. I'm just crazy. I don't have a brain. Peach and Daisy, I think we also lose. I think these are very, very uncomfortable matchups. I feel like it's not horrible. I feel like with more time, we could maybe put in even. But at the moment, I don't know how to fight these characters as Kirby. Getting under them was usually the trick in Smash 4, but because of the lag on our up tilt now and all that, they just have way quicker frame data than they did in Smash 4. So they really contest with Kirby well. Their range has been improved like crazy. It just beats out Kirby's options, so I think it's bad. Pichu and Kirby, I think, is very even. I think you guys have seen Komodo and Void play this matchup, and you saw that. I think it's a very even matchup. I think in the future, we can maybe even win. Kirby kills this rat at like 20. We have very strong power. He juggles us for a little bit, you know, getting us off stage. We're going to take some damage quite quickly. But when it comes to actually being in his face, getting what we need to, baiting those grabs, baiting those options, once we get that opening, it's easy to combo Pichu. It's easy to get him off stage. He's easy to kill. If we get that one down tilt on edge, he's dead at 50. He really is. So that's what helps us. And our up throw kill power is back because of how light he is as well. So that is that. And again, very stage dependent matchup for sure. Pikachu, I think, is also a, no, I'm lying. I think we actually lose against Pikachu. Difference is the range. The range on Pikachu is a lot bigger than Pichu. The hitbox from the quick attack contests with us. I was playing this with Esam a lot, and he was like making it so hard for me to just get to him because of his quick attacks. Pichu, it isn't as big of a deal because, again, the range isn't as bad. So it just felt worse with Pikachu, and then of course we lose that kill power as well. So I feel like this is not as good. Like, you probably want to use Pikachu versus Pichu, versus Kirby instead of Pichu. Pit and Dark Pit, I think, is actually quite even. I think that, like, these characters don't have, like, they have quick air mobility. No, not air mobility. I'm having frame data. But Kirby's is faster, and whenever he puts out something, we just end up putting out something. We're really good at maintaining the center of the stage, and that's where these two characters strive the most. But if we maintain that, we kind of force them to either grab or side B, or even dash attack, and Kirby's really good at dealing with any of those moves. So I feel like it's very good. The only problem is they are swords. They can outrange us. They can make it very hard for us to get comfortable, and off stage these guys got a lot of flight power, so they can come get us quite good. Let's talk about Pokemon Trainer. I'm not gonna put Pokemon Trainer like as one character. I'm gonna do it as individual characters, and the only reason why I'm doing that is because only reason why I'm doing that is just because it's very different with all three Pokemon. So Ivysaur is the issue. Ivysaur's back air, his fair, walls out Kirby completely. It makes it so hard for him, especially gimping him. You can't. Like if a good Ivysaur knows what he's doing, he will wait for that down air to come out before he recovers. It's so hard to get in on Ivysaur, especially if you take Kirby to a long stage, even a platform stage. It's like, come catch me, you know? Once we're in, but getting in is like, it's so hard, it's not even worth it. Squirtle, I think we win. I think Squirtle we do really well against. We have to be defensive. We bait the grab. We miss. Kirby's range in terms of tilts and aerials are actually really quick, and makes it kind of hard for Squirtle to really get in. But once he gets that fair, we're going to take a lot of damage really quick. But we gimp him quite early. We get damage. I think I killed Jay's Squirtle like at 40 from a front smash or something like that. And he was like, ah. Like, I think Kirby does well versus Squirtle. I don't know. And I think this is the same thing with Charizard. Charizard did get those amazing buffs, so I want to test this out again. But this is in the past while fighting Charizard. I think that Kirby can deal with Nair very well. Kirby can make up so much damage so well. Kirby can gimp Charizard. Kirby can... If we get Flamethrower too, it's really good. And the only thing we'd have to deal with is back air. But like, we just shield it and then we get a fair. Because our fair has so much range now. So it's like... I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. We just gotta watch that F tilt also. That F tilt is disgusting. But shield, once again, shield. I feel like maintaining the center, definitely, for this matchup is definitely key. And a lot of ducking. If you actually duck, you won't get hit by Charizard's up smash. So, thought I'd mention that. Piranha Plant, I think we lose. Back air is so good at walling out Kirby. So much shield stun. So much that Kirby actually can't do. So, I think that... I don't even need to explain that. In terms of the cloud and everything, his projectile game, the bomb, really making it hard for Kirby to come back. I don't like that matchup at all. Really, a character I think we also lose, the range, the speed that really has in terms of frame data is actually so good against Kirby. We can gimp him, but getting in on him is so hard. Once we do, we make so much damage. But killing him, getting to him is just too much effort. And then gimping him as well, it's so hard. Like, you can't. Rob, we also lose. I think Rob's gyro, Rob's laser, Rob's fair, the nair makes it so hard for Kirby to even get in. I don't even think I've ever gotten in on a Rob as Kirby. It's just too hard. Kirby versus Robin. I actually think we win against Robin. So I've been playing a lot of Robins. I did a lot of money matches against Robins at CEO. And then in doubles, we fought... Who was it? It was Dath, and I'm so sorry, the Japanese Robin that I just can't remember his name right now, but he's been on a huge rise, and we used Kirby because I just don't feel comfortable with Sonic and Robin for some reason. That's just a me thing. But, so I went Kirby, and Robin's approach game against Kirby is very slow and lacking, where Kirby's aerials just kind of contest with that. He can duck under most things, especially when it comes to projectile game. Racking damage is easy. Gimping him is so easy. I really like Kirby versus Robin. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Especially the lag on Kirby on Robin's aerial game now is kind of really bad compared to Kirby's aerials. Just compared to Kirby's aerials. Rosalina and Kirby, I think, is even. I think this used to be horrible, like one of Kirby's worst matchups. But I really feel like, I really think that Kirby deals with Luma so easy because of the tripping. It's now 50%. If you just literally run up and down tilt, Rosa can't do anything unless she parries it. and then you literally just keep hitting Luma, and you could just front smash Luma. You'll take a hit, but you'll front smash Luma and he'll die at 0. So that's that. And then dealing with Rosalina, just shield or bait the grab, and then just start punishing, rack that damage. Dealing with her recovery is also really, really good. But dealing with Luma in this matchup is good. Only thing is, her back air, her landing nair, her fair is really, really, really good up against Kirby, and that's what makes it hard for us to even get in. But in general, oh, and we die really early. But what else is new, you know? Roy, I think, is a character we beat. So ever since I lost to my first Roy in Ultimate with Sonic, and it felt nearly impossible, I tried Kirby versus Roy, and ever since then, I've never had a problem ever again. I feel like Roy is a character that tends to be very, very aggressive. Kirby strives on that. If you really go into Kirby, and Roy really is a character that needs to overcommit, really put in as much pressure as possible, and Kirby deals with that very, very well. So he has his out of shield options, Kirby, and just dealing with the spacing that Robin has, like, Kirby's okay with that, because Kirby actually kind of outranges Robin when it comes to his fair, his down tilt, his tilts. So, and they're very quick, so they kind of contest. And then again, dealing with that recovery, Kirby just does really well. I think it's stage dependent. This can come like an even matchup, but I think Kirby does really, really well against Roy. All right, Kromm is another one. I feel like this is more even than what the Roy one was. They're not the same character. People keep saying that, but they're not the same character. Kromm tends to have, you know, all of his hits being a hard hit. His recovery is also not as easy to exploit because of the armor. He kills really, really early. His pressure and his frame data, the ability to be safe about that, makes it a little bit harder for Kirby, but everything else is the same story as Roy. Kirby does such a good job at getting in on him, using the fact that Kromm is trying to pressure him, use that against him, get him off stage, and just kind of gimp out Roy, you know what I mean? So that's what I feel. That's what I think. All right, Ryu and Ken, I think, is a matchup that we win. So this has been the same thing in Smash 4. I felt the same thing. Yeah, we die early. Yeah, we know. We get it. But our down tilts test with Tatsu. If we duck, we don't get hit by Shoryu. If, you know, we get one hit from fairs, because our fair and bears really do well against their nairs. Getting behind them, catching their landing with up tilts. We have a lot of multi-hits in terms of our down air and our fair, so we kind of break the focus. So we do that, and then the recovery, we just expose that so hard. I love this matchup. I don't know, like, I have Sonic, so I don't use it as much as I want to, but if I ever struggle with Sonic, I tend to go Kirby for this matchup for sure. So I like it a lot. Let's talk about Samus. Samus is a character, and with Dark Samus, I think we lose. Range. The charge shots, yeah, we heal, but we have so much lag after taking it, so it's like, doesn't matter. Getting in, her fair just completely walls us out. I don't think we do well at all. Sheik is a character I think we actually do very well with. I don't think we win, but I think it's even. Sheik recently just got a buff, and her fair and pressure game is really, really good. Kirby has a hard time dealing with her, especially off stage. She just overwhelms us. It's so hard to get back to the stage. She's so fast. It's really getting in on her that's the problem. She's able to hit and run and then continue pressuring while you're not even there. You can no longer duck under needles, so that does not help. If you will get hit, so that really kind of sucks. I used to put this here in Smash 4, and now I think it's here. But yeah, we still can kind of do things. Like, if we shield and bait, we can get ourselves the combos that we need. She has a fast fall, so we rack up a lot. Our kill power is a lot better than hers, but it's maintaining, again, that center stage and not losing that against her. Shulk is a character that I think is even. I did a lot of money matches, and I also played on Civil Ninja a lot at CEO. And when Kirby gets the hat, it's like GG. Like, we're making 80% through Buster and then killing you with Smash. But it's not that simple, right? You gotta get in on him. He is hard to get in on, for sure, especially if he's gonna be abusing the speed Minato. It's really hard for us to get in. But once we do, like, Shulk is a character that kind of has shitty frame data. So if he puts out something, Kirby's fair and tilts are gonna overcome him. And that's where we get our momentum. That's where we get the pressure. And it makes it hard for Shulk to really get out of those situations. When he's in shield, we up tilt until 100. So that's really great. I love it when he's in shield. Only thing is that he does change Monado art when he is getting comboed. So that is kind of like the, why is that even a thing? But again, dealing with him off stage, all that jazz, I think Kirby does well. I think it's even. Let's talk about Simon and Richter. I don't think we do well. I mean, they got whips, they got range, we can kill them, but that's it. Like, we can't get in. They got projectiles. I don't even need to say anything else. Don't use that matchup. That looks hard. Okay, Snake, another character I think is very, very hard. Yeah, it helps when we get our own grenades, but we gotta catch him. We gotta avoid getting blown up. Off stage, we have such slow recovery that we're gonna get hit with that missile. You know, like, it is so hard. I don't like that matchup at all. Sonic, okay, so if we're talking about my personal experiences only, right, he would be here. I have never lost to a Sonic as Kirby in tournament. So I think I lost a friendly to Sunito and like Collision or something like that. I don't remember. Oh, it was Frostbite. It was Frostbite. But that was it. I would put Sonic as we win. Our Nair, for all the Kirbys who struggle against Sonic, our Nair down tilts are so good to contest with Sonic. Maintaining the center is key. We deal with that bait homing attack. Wait for that spin dash. You shield. So good. But when he starts to camp, that's where it goes here. He has to hit you and run for 7 minutes, and that's how he's going to win, and that's when he's going to take you on a platform stage. It is our worst matchup. Well, one of our worst. But me personally, I like the matchup. I think it's because I'm a Sonic main, so that's what makes the difference. But for those who ever want to practice Kirby Sonic, hit me up, because I will show you that this could potentially be here someday. Like, we have the potential. All right, let's talk about Toon Link. Toon Link is a character I think we are even against. Toon Link is a character where his sword is kind of a butter knife in a way. Like, he can't really outrange us. He doesn't have the fastest of frame data in terms of aerials, so we can kind of get in on that. It's really about avoiding those projectiles he's constantly launching at us, making his wall that he's so good at making, and Kirby has to avoid all that, and then when we shield, he just grabs us. And that's where that makes it hard for us. But when we're there, like, we kind of combo, we can kill him so easily. We really rack up the damage. His landing sucks because of how floaty he is. So that's why I think it's even, where in comparison to Young Link, I don't think we do well because he's faster in the air. He's got out of shield options. His aerials are quick. He's got range. He's got multi-hits. He's got fast arrows. Like, everything is faster. So because of that, we lose. That's how I feel about Young Link. All right, let's talk about Wario. Wario character. I feel like I need more experience with this character because, like, I used to hate this matchup in Smash 4. This was like one of Kirby's worst matchups. But in this game, I don't know what it is, but in this game, I feel more confident with it. I've done it at some weeklies. I've done it with Jay. I've done it against some Warios in tournaments. It doesn't feel bad. It really doesn't. He has very fast aerials, out of shield options. He has the fact that he can run away from you, but I feel like he just doesn't want to. So that's probably why he doesn't do it. I'm gonna put it as lose because I feel like with those tools, it just makes sense, right? And when he plays against Kirby, you know, that's how he has to play. But I feel like when he's forced to play Kirby, Kirby does well up close. I think he does very, very well. So I feel like this could potentially be here, but we need more experience, guys. I need more experience. This might be updated. Wii Fit Trainer we beat. All the Wii Fit Trainers have also confirmed that, like, Kirby is so damn hard. We duck under everything. We combo her. We get wherever we need. We eat her ball, and then we just heal. We can gimp her so easily. We just do so well. I mean, yeah, like, she'll kill us early with Deep Breathe, but it's actually not that hard to kind of camp her out when she has deep breathe. We just kind of stay in the corners or run away, or, you know, wait for her to be aggressive, and then we just kind of make that damage again. I don't think this is a bad matchup at all. I think we do really well. Wolff, we do. We do horrible. I think that, like, I think Kirby can definitely do it. This could potentially be even, but it's the range, man. It's the fact that Wolff has such quick frame data and those claws, man. If he didn't have those claws with so much range for some forsaken reason, we would probably win this matchup. Like, he's a fast fall, we make so much damage when we're in. He has such a hard time landing. Like, off stage we destroy him as well, but like getting in on him and then just dealing with him off stage is just like, it's a nightmare. It's not happening. Yoshi, a character that I think was our worst matchup. I think we still lose, but I don't think it's as bad anymore. I think that this could potentially be an even matchup in the future. Yoshi, a very aggressive character, right? He's got to get in on you, and Kirby likes that. He tries off that, but of course that quick nair is going to get out of all of Kirby's stuff. Zelda, another character I think we lose against. This used to be even. I think that her now quick frame data, the fact that she has a hit and run play, she can use a lot of projectile game, a lot of range, and it really forces Kirby out. It makes it really, really, really hard. And Zero Suits used to be kind of like that winning even matchup in Smash 4, but because of that down special now, and the fact that we can't duck under all of her moves like we used to, this is now losing. Like, basically everything that made that matchup possible is now gone. So she can hit, she can run, she can kill, she can, like, all that is fixed, and that really helps her in the Kirby matchup specifically. So guys, this is the Kirby matchups. We don't win too many matchups, we don't, but we do go even with a lot of damn good characters, I think, right? And this is why I can't ever believe Kirby is like a low tier. I think he's low mid, but I don't think he's a low tier. A lot of people I've played with have said the same thing. I just don't see it. Look at this. Like, yeah, we lose a lot of matchups. How many matchups do we lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we lose 37 characters. That is almost half the cast. Where the rest of the half, we're either even against or we win. So if we really put that on a ratio, it's like you're not a low tier, you're like a mid, like you're medium, you're half. It's exactly half. So that's what I feel about Kirby. In terms of buffs, we need the up throw buff back, we need the lag on that up tilt to go away, and that airspeed would definitely save us, and our shield to be fixed just a little bit. Thank you. So guys, that is the official matchup chart from me, again based on my tournament experiences, my experiences. If I am, like I said, gonna strictly stay on that, this is winning because I've never lost to a Sonic yet. So, but if they play it right, they will win. That's why I'm putting it there, because I'm a Sonic main, so I know that potential. But that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to comment and subscribe for more videos. We post videos every single Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time zone. Thank you again. I have merch, including the Kirby merch, which is now available. If you want to check it out, if you're a Kirby fan yourself or even a Kirby main, it comes in all Kirby colors. Here it is. You can check the description below for the merch link, and you can check that out. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you next week or on stream. Come out and train up for any events coming up as Kirby. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.